Hey, Jeremy Cyrier here from MANSARD. 2022 market update. I'm going to take you through some new data. We're going to look at the latest sales trends as well as what's happening in the markets. But look, the big question right now is what's the impact of interest rates going to be? How high are they going to go, and how long is this going to go for? We're going to look at what's happening in the market and how the data is showing us what is occurring. So let's go over it. Let's take a look at some information and get started. By the way, if you like these videos, hit the subscribe button so we can keep you up to date on what's going on. Let's go.
So how about office? Ask me what's going on with office. In office, it's a challenging asset class. It's become more and more difficult to underwrite given the rapidly changing and reconfiguring of demand in the tenant market for how companies are using office space. Pricing wise, we're seeing pricing bounced in 2020, and we saw this 2021 pricing that was actually pretty good, over $200 a square foot, but that seems to be showing signs of leveling in our market. And I think that we've got some risks in the market. There's some deceleration happening. 2022 looks like it's going to be more of like a 2018 or 2016 year by number of trades for office buildings in the market. So we may actually start to see some continued softening in the office market as the sort of tenant demand story unfolds, where we see leases starting to roll over and determining whether we're going to see continued occupancy or continued leasing of space as companies try to sort out hybrid versus full-time in the office. So the other piece of this is Dr. Glenn Mueller. He's taken a look at the office market in Boston. In my quarter 2 video, he had Boston in the early expansion phase, so it was up around that 6 or 7 point. It's regressed down to 5, which is a late recovery. And in this stage, we're typically seeing very little rent growth. Rents tend to be flat. They might be a little negative. We're seeing vacancy is becoming stubborn for landlords, and it's becoming a little bit of a challenge. So I don't think the office story really starts to get interesting until we see tenants returning to the office and starting to bump up demand for space in the Boston area and moving us back up into an expansion trend.